Oh, and I didn't, so 7th grade reading.
Where is that comparison?
Well, the,
Page 29.
29, but I made a mistake and I didn't correct it from the, on the page 29, that Algebra 1 is not correct. And I believe it is correct on page 9, it is 73. So please, I must have had dyslexia -1 that day. So please make that.
That was a huge.
Yeah, and don't think that teacher didn't let me know. Let's see. So we might be able to just, let's go back to page 28 and 29 and see if we can just look at that. Well, we could look at that, just to look at how we did with our STAR EOC scores, just do that, and that way we won't have to go through each one of those. But Algebra 1.
Are we still on page 29?
Yeah, let's
This
stay
is
with.
all brand new to us now.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it is, as you see, it's still new to us as well. The state of Texas scored 83, and
Page 29.
page 29 is where we are. Yes, sir.
And what grades are we talking about here?
This is grade 9, end of course exam.
Could be some 8th graders, am I right?
There were some 8th graders in Algebra 1 and some 9th graders in geometry.
The current classes?
This is last year. Last
So
year.
these are the 10th
Yes,
graders?
yes, yes.
These are the 10th grade.
This year.
This is this year's 10th graders,
And
but
the
this
test
is
they took
last
last
year's, yes, last year's freshmen. Okay, they had a 73% of the kids scored at level 2. In geometry, the state of Texas had 98 and we had 100%. Biology, the state of Texas had 87 and Latexo had 92. World Geography, the state of Texas was 81 and Latexo was 81. English 1 reading was 68 and we had 79. English 1 writing, we still have a ways to go, but so does the entire state, had 55 and we had 58%. These are all at level 2, and that's what you had to have for your passing rate.
So all these were passing.
Yes. And let's look at the page 28 and see.
When did we get these scores?
We gave these, well, the end of course exam scores we got last year, and those went home. Those were mailed home. Mrs. Vickers mailed those home.
But we did not get the ratings with the state
But
and
the
all that.
passing standards are new. This, yes.
Okay, so this is
All
our
of this
first
is-
time being able to compare, right?
Yes, this is the first time we've been able to compare. And the only,
State, let me back you up a second too. When you say
Yes.
Texas, what do you mean?
I mean, in the entire state of
What-
Texas.
But what is their,
Gauge.
what's the benchmark? I mean, what's the
What's the passing cut score?
83, is that just 83 or?
83% of the kids hit their level 2
Hit
passing.
their level
average,
two.
State
which is
average
what
for
this is.
passing that, yes.
Yes,
And
that's.
73% of our kids?
That's right.
Yes.
So this is not like a 73 out of 100?
No,
No.
73% of our kids.
73% of the students in Latexo.
And how many kids was it?
passed. Well, it was all of 9th,
9 children? 9
all of
students?
9th grade, and some
Well, how many-
eighth,
how many
some
students?
8th
About
graders.
40-something kids,
40
right?
Yeah,
I can tell you exactly right. Hang on. It's on page 9 is how many there was. There was 40 students total.
So about 15 or so. Page 9.
and those students are all in intervention classes with Miss Simpson. They're on Alex, which is the program we purchased for that, and then as they're going through that program, she is monitoring and seeing if they need any assistance.
What student?
The students that did not pass this year. we're going back and helping them with those Algebra 1 skills. Because,
Is
And
Miss
the Stars-
Simpson the Algebra 1 teacher?
she
was a
could,
math
she's,
teacher,
yeah.
And the Alex program is a, how would I put it, it's artificial intelligence, basically. It tests them, sees where they are, gives them, based on the skills that they can demonstrate through the testing program, it gives them a set of problems to work on that they should be able to complete and learn from to expand their knowledge at about a 95 to 96% success rate so that they stay in it. And then as they gain more, it continues to grow from there and fill in the gaps that they have. Because the way math works is it's kind of linear, but it has all different ways to get to certain things. And what it starts doing is it starts filling in the gaps. It's a program that's been around for a while. And it's specifically individualized to that kid by the way it does things.
And we looked at several programs, that's the one we liked the most.
So Miss Simpson is doing this, I mean, these kids are going to this class like it was a regular class.
For
They're going to an algebra class per se, say an algebra 2 class, that's what they're in. And then another period of the day, they'll be in working with her on an algebra 1 to help
Yes,
fill in the
they're-
gaps. So
they're
they're not
going
getting further
forward.
behind, they're just
Yeah,
filling
they're
in the gaps.
going forward and then catching up with those
And they will
skills.
retake this test?
Yes, they were
If,
given,
if they fail this test, they will have the opportunity to continue to retake it, yes.
okay, let's go back to page 2. Can y'all keep page 2 and 27 open?
27?
Is it 27 or 28?
You're on
28. And that way we can flip back and forth between the state and how we did. Okay, because y'all were wanting to know the amount of students. Okay, 45 students were tested. Of those students, 60% of those students passed 7th grade reading. However, 76% passed in the state of Texas. Math is an area that these students are struggling in, and, and 52% of our, out of 44, 52% of those scored at level 2.
Where did you get the state
We just,
percentage?
off the
Texas
website, TEO
We got told-
website.
She's pulled that off somewhere else, it's not a big deal.
It's just off the TEA website. 71% in the state of Texas, passed. So, long way to go there. 7th grade writing,
What, excuse me,
yes, sir.
what, you said Miss Simpson is doing this,
Yeah, she's also doing the 7th grade, math intervention.
okay, this intervention you talked about. When did we initiate that?
It's been ongoing. Student Success Initiative's been here a long time.
It has been more focused this year. After we got these results, it became more focused.
Okay,
Yeah,
after the
but-
results this year, you knew what kids need to be there.
And it has become more focused this year than it was last year.
Well, we
Okay.
kind of took a guessing game at figuring up our own little percentage. And if we felt like they needed it or we're gonna be close, they've been in this program since the beginning of the year.
Okay, so you covered
Yes.
40% of the kids
Yes, they are,
in the reading.
those kids that did not pass this are in with, now, the reading kids are with our certified reading teacher. Or if they're in special ed, they're in special ed receiving their intervention. So the certified teacher's giving the intervention, whether it's reading or writing or social studies or science. Those teachers are doing the interventions. Because Ms. Simpson is doing the math intervention.
But you recognize this after you got the scores back last year, it's been initiated. We didn't wait till we got all
No,
this stuff.
oh, no,
Okay.
oh, no.
Stacy, this is, I know it's confusing, I don't wanna take up too much time, but
That's all
this
right.
is, this particular STAR test is not really something you can an interventionist will help, but isn't it geared around what the student has learned over a period of time?
Yes, but they can hone in on, it still comes by objective, and it's
No,
broken
okay.
down if you look by objective. And so the interventionist can look at the objective and hone in those particular skills and see where in there, and that's what that Alex program can do with the math, because math is very skills-based and vertically aligned, that it goes back and plugs in those. But if they're missing any previous skills, that's what we need to be filling in those gaps too.